That doesn't show up on my screen. If it says returning chatter, I don't see that anywhere. Y'all. Okay. So, what happened? We remember what I don't know if I'll give you guys the rundown, the play-by-play. If you remember, 3 days ago we were pretty optimistic. We were playing pretty consistently. Do you remember? And then all of a sudden I just stopped. And this is because a little idea formed in my head that completely derailed about 2 days of my life, I'd say, okay, the thing about the G502X is I liked it when I was using it before, but I've been clicking it right now and it's starting to hurt my finger because I'm clicking so far down. So what I started doing is I was gonna stream 2 days ago. I was like, all right, let's just quickly let's just try out both mice and see which one I like more. I literally played random levels for 4 hours and I couldn't figure it out. I don't know. Like I couldn't figure out which one I liked more. And then the next day I did the exact same thing. So that is why. And my conclusion is I still don't really know, honestly. But I'm gonna try my G502 again because I like it more. Exactly. Pat Parker, think of it, the 14 months. Okay. Look. Oh, I don't know my chat open on my screen. I'm stupid. There. Let me know if the screen breaks. I believe in you guys to tell me if it breaks. You can jitter with Hero better? Yeah, jittering's pretty good on this. I can click way faster. Also, it sounds way better. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Okay, so I kind of have to de-rust again, in a way. No, it's unlikely I ever get RSI. Well, not ever, but the way I play is not a very RSI-inducing play style. It's because they're double-clicking me after all this decision-making. Oh wait, it's hold on. Thank you for the 100 bits, Coloxo. It was because I streamed OC last time I streamed. That would be the Y. Here's the thing, it just feels better to click this mouse, but it doesn't. I don't know if it plays better. It doesn't feel like it does. So that's the whole thing. Dracosa says hi. Dracosa, hey! You just reacted with hype, like on my Twitch. Oh, cool. Well, thank you so much for that. I'm sure that makes a huge difference. Like, what is the point of that one? Clover, what is good? Thank you for the 15 months. Now, if you'll notice, no sound effect played. Never mind. I'm glad I was wrong. Glowy Orange, thank you for the sub. Okay. Good name, thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. I don't think Dracosa needed a sub, though. Dracosa! Man, I got weirdos on my mod team, I'm not gonna lie. Coloxo, thank you for the 250 bits. I think it's quite possible that every white kid listens to JPEG Mafia, I think. I don't like being a part of stereotypes, but I don't know what to say about it. Like, when I see memes like every white kid be listening to JPEG Mafia and MF Doom, I'm like, I can't do anything about that. You know, there's nothing I can say. Not for this. Thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. There's no counterplay. Look, I'll admit when I'm owned. I also saw one that was like, going to Japan for white people is like going to Wakanda, and I was like, so twice I got owned in the span of like, it was like 10 minutes apart from these two tweets on my timeline also, so I was like, oh. Yeah, Twitter was kind of kicking my ass. Twitter was actually, oh, I'm sorry, X. Let's call everything by a single letter, actually. Yeah, I mean X. God, I hate that guy. Yeah, like literally, like it actually sounds like a porn site. I know people keep saying that, but like, you know what I mean? Like it literally does. Like actually what? You Bomancer, thank you for the sub. It's so stupid. This is what happens when you give someone infinite power. They're just so dumb. No one can check them because they're the most powerful person in the world. It's so embarrassing because it's like one of those things where it's like, there already have been probably children that looked up X videos, right? Like it's already happened, and Elon definitely doesn't care about that at all. Like, bro. I can't do this part anymore. Maybe it's because I switched mice. What do you guys think? I did see the Devil Vortex conclusion finally. Hey, Steven. Tosh is actually such a bitch for not owning after that. Like, actually. That always pissed me off. Dang it, it's Tosh. Hexatron, thank you for the sub, and Kaname, thank you for the sub. Thanks, guys. I know it was obvious, but we all knew, like, we knew as early as 2018 when I found the saws, placed it to the amount of pads that were used. We knew then. But I don't know, it's just, it was such a loser, like, behavior ass thing to do, because, like, he made a video basically attacking our character after we published that video about it. It was just like, these people are bad people and they can never be as good as me. So, and I was just like, wow. Okay. No, that was me. Yeah. 99X, I think it was the sub. I'll tell you where I was. I figured out that the amount of saws correlated to the amount of wave clicks that would have been realistically autoed in a Panera bathroom. I don't remember why I remember that. don't remember why I remember. It's true. That's true. My hand is cold again, so. This is back. We're back here. The day that he released, like after we made our bombshell video that you can't refute whatsoever, he made a video like responding to our claims, and we all got into a VC and laughed at him for the entire video. That was a good call. I don't remember if I was the one who found the saws, but I put together, I was the one who, yeah, I may have been the one that found, that was a while ago now. Have we talked about Tidal Wave? That was, I haven't streamed since then. Y'all ain't gonna like my opinion on it. Y'all ain't with me on this one. Uyas Games GD. I didn't talk about it. Ready? I don't hate it at all. I actually think it's pretty cool. That's right. I just said that. That just happened. Okay. Oh, let's. I didn't think we were on this. I didn't think we were on the same page here. Or those who are agreeing. He's right behind me, isn't he? The theme is cool. The gameplay is not spammy. Have you noticed? It's like the first level I've seen in a million years that isn't just like, oh yeah, randomly, let's do a 9 CPS spam for no reason. That's nice. 3 minutes long and has actual progression. It's cool. You're all just like, not you're all now, because now I'm not on the offensive anymore. I found out that the crowd is cheering at me. It's not booing at me. You know what I mean? So I'm not on the offensive. Now we're on the same side. So, you know, I don't want to use very, like, you know, confrontational language anymore. I think it's just a Twitter thing. Yeah, I think it's legit just a Twitter thing. I don't know. Everyone loves to make fun of serious, but everyone's got a little serious in them on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? The real problem is Zoink. Yeah, I hope that goes well. Yeah. According to the man himself, he's getting other people to help. But I mean, who knows what that could really mean? You know what I mean? That can mean a very wide range of things. It can mean slight, like they just glance it over and they're like, that's fine, or like actual, like, looking through it all stuff. Cool. I cannot get you in contact with Aeon. You get in he's probably not that hard of a person to reach, I'd imagine. He streams like every day, and he reads the chat. It's not like trying to get in contact with like Markiplier or something. You had a dream where me, my friends, and Kel from Amori were trying to escape an island building a big-ass boat. Okay. What a conglomeration of people. How did Kel get in there? Yeah, we'd probably hang with Kel, honestly. Like, I could totally see that. Is there a reason Cockmock isn't on the demons list? Isn't that, like, not true? I think Kel would have to be a bit more, like, honest with himself, though, to hang in our friend group. Because everyone, in my friend groups, we're very, like, we don't do fakeness or nothing. Not that Kel is fake, Kel's just not, like, Kel would need to do some work. Everyone's gotta do some work in that game. You know what I'm saying? But Kel is aware of said work that needs to be done. So, it would not take long for us to, you know. Hold on, this is not good. There's like some particle getting into my eye. Did I get it? Maybe. Yeah. This cube is the hardest part. What is going on with my eye, dude? It's not even like the normal there's something up with my eye. Now it's just something in it. Yeah, one single particle enters the eye and it's over. Stop sign. What do you mean? Is that so weird, Jolo, that the hardest part of a level would be a cube? What exactly is so bizarre about that to you? What do you mean? Jitter, thank you for the sub. Is mine... Look, I don't think Aeon gets more viewers than me, right? So the chat's probably not going to be more active than my chat. Why couldn't you just ask? I'm not middlemaning for you. I'm not doing it. Like, I mean that in the nicest way. I'm not that guy. Yeah, or like join his server or something. It's definitely not hard to get in contact with Aeon. Like, of everyone. You only had two. Do you know how many people 200 people is? That is nuts. Only 200. GD is a very big game, but the streaming scene is not at all. If you get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Did you used to get 1K? I got 1K for roulette, but never anything else. I've always had about 300. For like anything else. My numbers have been extremely consistent for the past 3 years. It goes like this. If I'm playing a level and nothing that insane is happening, 300 viewers. If I'm playing a level and I'm doing well, 500 viewers. If I'm doing roulette, then 1,000. It is literally, it's like there's a, I don't know why it's like that. But it's like, there's like a formula for it. And it's always true. I can tell you exactly how many viewers I get if I stream any other game too. If I stream Oceania, it's like 140. If I stream Bridge, it's like 190. And it's like, I check my graphs sometimes, and it's always like an exact same number no matter. It's so weird. I actually don't get the lack of like variability in these stats is bizarre to me. It doesn't even really matter how much, like, or when I stream or on what days or whatever. It's weird. It's really weird. Thank you for the sub glowy orange. I don't remember what my viewer count was for the Hypixel. Border Nice. I've streamed one Hypixel parkour map in my life. It's probably not true, but it's like that was the one. That was a really good stream. Ever heard the new Denzel song? No, is it good? Thank you for the $5. And Plix Goo Hoof, thank you for the sub. I got so mad the other day. I was watching, oh my god, guys, I was watching a Minecraft parkour video. And just you had to do 100 jumps in a row, 100 triple neos in a row. That was the parkour video I was watching, and they were talking about how they were gonna time it, and they were talking about using the BPM of a song, and then they were like turning it into a rhythm game, and then gameplay of chord jacks better than most people I've ever seen in my life appeared on the screen for like 5 seconds, and I was like, what do you mean? And I mean, because it was just like randomly during a parkour video, so I started digging. I was like, what do you mean? That was way too good for you not to play the game. You know what I mean? Like and it wasn't like auto, like they were actually playing it. It was like fast. I was like, what the hell? And I find their second channel, and I find a video of them getting a 96.5 on 4 in the blue sky 1.15, which if you know anything about Mania it's like 170 BPM dense chord jacks, which is it's like 5th on the leaderboard. I was like, what in the world? I was like, what am I looking at? And so I leave a comment. I'm like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? And they respond, and they're like, yeah, I'm like beta at every other skill set, but I can chord jack this fast. I'm like, how do you get there? How do you do that? How do you do that? It's apparently their speed is only alpha. How can that even be? I can't. I don't get it. There's no way, for those who don't play the game, the disparity between 4 in the blue sky 1.15 and alpha speed is like, I don't even know how else to describe it. There's no comparison. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like, it doesn't make any sense. I know, yeah, it's like a glitch. I was so mad. Yeah, 1.15, 96 comfortably, that is post epsilon. That is his, like I don't understand. Skill thing, and it's like, how, there's literally, it's so hard. I would, if you did that, I would kill you, I think. I don't think it'd be good for you. You can't do that. Will I play Mario Wonder on stream? Probably not. I don't know how I'd get a capture card and then this and this and this and probably not. No, I meant the Mania map. Yeah, it's just like, what? Like, why can you do that? His name is Choof. You can do your own research. You'll find the same thing I found. CHOOF. No, he did a live play. I think he got banned because, well, if you look at the, like, it's not normal. Like, no one should be able to do that. Like, that is not a normal thing that anyone should be able to do. So I think he got banned for some score disparities, but if you look on the channel, there's a live play of him doing many of the scores. So it's real. He is just like that. You can find them yourself, yeah. Oh, welcome back, Willy Boy. Yeah, I don't get it. I think he went from Farther Than Blue Sky 0.95 to 1.15 because of the wooting, though. Because wooting is quite a powerful tool. No, you're good. I still need to organize that myself now. Now that we've got most of that part done. Like, you wouldn't love to cheat if you got the chance. You wouldn't want a wooting if it was just handed to you. Is that what you're saying? Well, I plan on making the switch to being a cheater at some point. I'll tell you that much. Okay, come on. You don't need to die in the same way that... Like, the last time was stupid. You can do better than that. No! No, 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 no. Hello, reptilian. Yeah, that's like, the amount of people that can do that to that map is not many. It's so annoying. Whenever I try to ask someone who's really good at core jacks, like, how they do it, they're just like, I don't know. Like, come on. So my guess is just some people just have a natural, like, hidden trait that most of them will never experience, where they can just randomly do core jacks better than, like, everyone in the entire human population. Why do you want to? Okay, here, let me ask you a question. Why do you care about getting in contact with Aeon so much? And why do you keep asking me about it like I didn't already tell you my answer? Like, I'm genuinely asking, what's your deal? Lay it on me. What's going on? Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's no trolling. It just makes it an entirely different game. What do you, okay. Do you mind? I'm gonna pick your brain here. What are you gonna make on, like, because the GDDP is a project that people put a lot of time into. What are you offering that's more, that like revolutionizes that in some way? I wish I could chord jack like that. I'm like the mom in those mobile game ads where it's like, Mom, Dad. I'm like the mom in Shoot is the Dad. And it's latent ability, you know? I don't have it in me. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, I saw the worst video I've ever seen in my life today. Maybe ever. I can't even believe I'm about to say this phrase. Mr. Happy Jr. made a video, an AI video with my voice. And I'm not even gonna, look. For those who know, you know. I don't need to explain a single thing further, right? You know what I'm saying? Mr. Happy Jr. If you know, that's all the information you need, you know what I'm saying? No. It was not the space one. It's so bad. You don't understand how bad it is. It's so bad. It might be the worst video I've ever seen, and I'm not even joking. Like, it might seriously be the worst video I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it might actually be the worst video that I've ever decided to watch. And I've watched some insanely bad videos. Yep. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that, did you? Yeah, Mr. Happy Jr. is quite the character. Wait, but what is it, Scott, like, what does it add, though? Yeah, no, I actually felt bad after watching it. I was like, it felt like harmful in a way, like a carcinogen, but like faster acting. Watching that video. My PC running Emerald Realm. I literally had to close every device on my computer, set GD to high priority, and disable preview in OBS just to play this and still have it lag. So no. Unfortunately not. Yeah, it's a hard watch. All right, I guess we can start playing from zero. I don't think we have much potential because I'm getting used again to the new 502, but it just feels better. Rather lag than enable ULDM. You want to? I'll show you why. Actually, after this attempt, why I'd rather. Look at this. Look at this. Like, seriously, look at this. I can't do it. I just refuse. That's a new Samurai Bros. Wii. You know, it's funny they mentioned that. I watched, there's a new task that got made that uses the ice flower to freeze enemies while you're inside of them. So you corner boost through the iced enemy and go faster, and it looks crazy. I definitely recommend giving that a watch. Yeah, the over the castle skip. That's a new skip. People want me to play from zero a lot of the time because it feels like something could really happen. You know what I mean? It's kind of like gambling in a way where it's not gambling at all, but it's the same like way your brain. You're like, maybe it will come soon. Except it's like, here's the thing with GD streaming. GD streaming is not popular because a lot of people, especially the people that, like, it's not a coincidence that, like, if I say, you know, I hate TikTok, everyone's gonna be like, true, you know what I mean? Because, to watch a GD stream, you need to have more patience, usually, than, like, the average, which is why it's not nearly as popular as, like, short-form GD content or anything like that. Because you have to be patient if you want to see anything interesting happen, which a lot of people just are not willing to put up with. Damn it. The thing is, though, if we're talking about something better than the GDDP, okay, the thing about the GDDP is it's not only about the levels that are on it, it's about the community that it builds around it and the people there, which is why it's a hard thing to really challenge in that way. And also, a lot of the reason there's not a whole lot of levels included is because it's easier to complete, because the way that the human brain works, it, like, you know, and I'm just like this. I like to 100% things, you know? So, when you make a tier of levels and there's not so many in them that it's still manageable, it feels more like you have a chance of genuinely completing it. You know what I'm saying? Ow! Oh my god! Didn't like that at all. What the? Oh. You got 4 teeth pulled today. I am sorry. My wrist cracked in a way I did not like. Yeah, a lot of games have a similar system, and that's why they catch on. Yeah, and I think it's like one of those things where like you can have your main tier have like a set of levels that are very like, you know, like a very fixed set of levels, and then you can have like extra bonus areas, and you can do like packs, like bonus packs or stuff like that. I know the Wave Challenge community kind of does that. They do it in a pretty good way. Not for this thing for the 100 bits. Yeah, it's like I don't get how he got pretty popular in his heyday. It was weird. Yeah. Who is that guy? I don't know who that is. That Nick guy. I guess I haven't come across that name before. It's better if I don't. Okay. It's weird. It's like there's a tweet that said something like, I don't even remember like the structure of it. It was just like, you know, someone doesn't exist until you randomly find their channel, and then they pop into, you know, existence with 1 billion subscribers, and they've always existed. And it's like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I've never heard of them, but apparently they must be really popular if you guys all know about them. But to my perspective, they just kind of popped into existence right now. He was in the same situation I was? That seems hard to believe. My situation was pretty unique. YouTube is gonna die long before someone gets 1 billion subs. What was that? What was that? Worst movement ever. Not my birthday yet. 7 more days, 1 week. Yeah, I fixed it by using my G502 now. that was my solution. Doesn't it sound good though? I mean, really, does any mouse sound better than the G502? Yeah, August 1st, 1 week. Do you actually think up arrow sounds good? I think it sounds like such ass. Yeah, the original up arrow go was Kev Tom. They did the RGB on up arrow back in the day, and everyone was like, "That's too hard. No one can play on up arrow." So, and then no one else did it except for like a few, like literally like 2 other people. Like everyone played on mouse back then, except for Kemptone. I think the only 2 keyboards like really used are the K70 because it's pretty cheap in the looting. Like for high level play. Is it not? How much is it? I don't actually know. I just assumed it was. Really? I don't know. In my brain, I thought it was like maybe 100. Oh yeah, Geister. Oh, I forgot that up arrow was used there. That was really smart of me. Yeah. I think I started this on like May. I've been on it for a while, like the end of May. No. Maybe it was April. You have great dreams, it sounds like. My brain's tried to jump scare me like multiple times before in a dream, but whatever part of my brain cares about that never loads into like the dream version of me that gets loaded, so I never care. But I like, my brain's tried. It's like hit me with a few jump scares, like, oh, what do you think about that? And then I'm just like, I don't know. This version of me doesn't care. It didn't load that in. Come on, bro. Those balls, that ball's just not worth dying to. It's really just not. If you're not dreaming, you should probably pay closer attention to your sleep habits. If you're either not dreaming or dreaming every time you fall asleep, like multiple times, you're either in REM sleep for too little or too long. And you have many different cycles of sleep, and it's important to get all of them to feel well rested. Last night was a mega fail. I only REM sleep. I only slept in REM sleep. That was it, like it. I did not get rest. Like, I got no deep slumber. I was not happy waking up. I was like, that did not work at all, did it? Damn it. I'm gonna stream Expert Heartside, but then I think I'm not gonna stream Grandmaster Lobby. I think I'm just gonna play it off stream. And then I'll probably stream the Heartside as well. Cool. No, I haven't been playing Celeste. I'd like to get back into it. I've just been doing a lot of things, and then Celeste just didn't load it in. It probably should be loaded in again, though. Dude, Skylock, come on. Why do you want me to middleman to Aeon so badly for you? Like, you'll pay money for it? Like, please. I already said what I said. Okay? Like, I don't want to be rude, okay? But please stop asking me to middleman. I'm not gonna do that, and you can ask Aeon. You can get in contact with them yourself. Yeah. Aeon's one of the least threatening people I've ever met in my life. Well, I'm not talking in terms of, like, physical strength. There's many less threatening people in terms of physical strength, but in terms of, like, approachability, I guess. Good job, One Joe. Yeah, welcome back to my stream chat. My stream chat is like an ecosystem, you know, all on its own right there. You know what I'm saying? Stream chat is a very real habitat and entity in its own right. Yes, long ago. I remember you from others. Well, I remember you. I remember. I'm not good with names, but I remember a lot of names. Like yours, Blonde Yoshi. I've seen you many, many times. Yeah, my stream chat doesn't have any invasive species. It did back then, when the meme was blowing up. Then there were some invasive species. But now that's all died down. I feel more control with the 502, I think, as well. Might just be because I'm more comfortable, though. The wave at 30 is way harder, though, because I'm not used to, like, it's such a click pattern thing. Elon Musk is normal. It's normal to be obsessed over a letter for 24 years. It's normal. It's normal. Normal behavior right there. It's totally normal to name your website after a letter, and you've already tried that 3 times, and each time it failed for reasons beyond just, you know, like it's a bad idea. But Elon Musk doesn't believe in bad ideas. Every idea is good to Elon Musk. I still think it'll get changed back, because we're not gonna... First of all, no one's leaving. No one cares enough about this to leave, let's be honest. Because it doesn't actually affect the quality of life on the app at all. At least so far it doesn't. Like, no one's gonna leave over that. So we're just gonna keep complaining about it forever. So either he folds or I don't know what else. The thing is, I don't think Twitter's dying. Like, no change has really done anything. Like, it feels like the amount of people are still the same. Community notes are so funny. They're so funny. It's like, there's like this little common sense guy stuck in this giant Elon, like, castle world that's inescapable. And the only thing he has power to do is type these little messages. That's all he can do. Yeah, like they definitely just scroll and then whatever. Imagine having that power, by the way. You just scroll through, you see a tweet that's like wrong or you don't like, and you're like, this isn't true, by the way. It's not true. I'm gonna put it down here so everyone gets to see. That's gotta be like one of the most fun jobs ever, by the way, I'd imagine. Like at least in the top 10. Like seriously, that's gotta be such a great job. More excited crackpot. Classic image. I watched like an 1.5 hour long documentary about Steven Crowder yesterday. That's what I was up to while I was in bed. And I think I understand why a lot of these people spawned in. Cause it was, I mean, I didn't do any work myself. It was laid out for me. Yeah, Jay Aubrey. But it's like so many of these like right-wing nut jobs are just people that like wanted to be liked and wanted to like be like stand out in some way. But the market was just so oversaturated in like the common sense world, and they were never funny or talented at anything to begin with. And because the right wing, you know, usually old people, usually, you know, people that aren't very charismatic, usually because they're usually insane. To be honest with you, I mean, like when I say right wing nut job, I mean like nut job. You know what I mean? Like I'm obviously not a very right wing person, but I'm talking about like insane stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm not. There's no arguing on what I'm talking about, but a lot of that's a market where there's not, at least there didn't used to be so many people doing it. So a lot of people that wanted to be exceptional and wanted that fame, like Sneeko, perfect example, right? Sneeko was in the limelight, right? And then wasn't, and then saw a chance to get back and didn't care, wasn't exceptional, like wasn't really exceptional at anything, and so was able to just hop on that and get what they wanted. It's just comprised of a group of very sad people that wanted more with their lives and they never got it. Which is sad, but not really excusable for the damage they've done. You could argue Elon's the same exact case, by the way, right? You know what I mean? Because, like, you know, there's people when you have common sense, that sort of stuff. We're just trying to think of this up because Elon Musk wants to be liked. I mean, come on, like more than anyone. You know what I mean? And you know, Sneako's talent is screaming his opinion louder than you. Yeah, he's pretty good at that. This year, probably not this year. Maybe next year. I don't know. I need to get healthier. I'm not any better. Elon Musk wants to be liked. He'll do anything to be liked, but he's not exceptional in any way. Like, he's really not, you know? There's nothing so great about him, but he found a community of people that, even no matter how wrong he is, they'll applaud him at the end of the day. So he just started believing the things that they believe, and that's how you make someone like that. Okay. How did he get all his money? Was he just lucky? His dad owned an emerald mine. So he got like $1 bajillion to start. And here's the thing that has to be true in order for this to be anything is in order to get big in the business world, a large majority of the people who made it only made it because they started with a lot of wealth to begin with. That is just how it is. Like, so it's not like a talent thing in that way. So making it in terms of money and stuff like that doesn't really equate itself to how talented or hardworking you are usually. Obviously, some people are self-made, and a lot of the people that have that money and that power will, you know, tout those examples all the time. So people think that they can do that too. Because there are definitely examples. I'm not saying it's everyone. It's definitely not. Now, when it comes to money, past a certain point, it has nothing to do with how hard you work or how innovative you are. Unfortunately, that's the big issue. But they want you to believe that you can, so that you spend 1,000,000-hour shifts every day, working hard, thinking you're climbing some ladder. Thank you. Yeah, remember, money doesn't exist at all. People forget that all the time. It's like one of the most common things people forget about. Money exists, but it doesn't actually exist. What is it? It's paper, but it's backed by gold. Okay, why is that gold valuable? Right? Because there's, you know, so little of it. It's still something that we arbitrarily decided this is what we're going to use, you know, as like some form of currency, blah, blah, blah. And obviously the original intention is, you know, give you more money the more you do. Yeah, there is. Oh yeah, totally. Like, the idea of owning land is stupid. We don't own nothing. It's funny, we think, oh, none of us, we're just children playing on a playset. It's just really big, and we're really serious about it. We don't own it. We didn't make it. We didn't buy it, you know? That's not how it works. It's a human concept entirely. Yeah. I hate money. More than almost anything, I'd say. You know, it really is the root of all evil. That's the thing, it's so corruptible. Yeah, that's the thing, we all need it to survive, you know? I think probably my most, like, non-Western belief about things is, like, no one should really have that much money. And I really mean no one should really have that much money. There's nothing... Every human life is valuable. Everyone is different and special, and we all do things that are... We all have unique, you know, qualities and traits, and we all do different jobs and have a different place in society. But I don't think anyone's place is, like, 1 million times more important than someone else's place. I don't think a single person should have, like... I don't know. Jobs are hard, you know? Some people have easy jobs, but for the most part, jobs are pretty hard. And a lot of people get paid. Our system broken because, you know, a lot of people get paid a lot more for doing nothing, while people, like, I don't know, like, working in food service is one of the harder things you could do, probably. For instance, and it get paid nothing. Same with teaching. Specifically, like, grade school. The whole reason I think it came about, because I think we all agree on that main point, is just like some jobs require so much time to get into, like so much education and stuff like that, that if those people feel like they're owed more, that they put in so much more time, and so they deserve to have more whatever, this and this and this. And I think that's how the whole thing started, really. Yeah, that makes me really frustrated too. But I mean, I know it's a tired thing to say, but if they didn't have so much money, that we could do stuff like, I think it's stupid that you should even have to pay for college at all. I think it's stupid. I know, I don't know if everyone agrees with that one. I just think the entire concept of paying for that is dumb, because you're not, especially in the modern era with technology, you're not paying to learn. You're paying to get the right to work some of these jobs. That's what you're actually paying for. It's a way to gatekeep. It's a way to gatekeep the amount of people that can enter some of these jobs. You can learn almost anything you've ever learned in a college class online by some other means. My eyes watered so bad there. That's so dumb. I had to blink so bad. It was over. I might need to put in eye drops because that was just a complete had to blink death. Yeah. But yeah, it's just like, I think college should be free, and if college was free, then, you know, we could justify not paying the people who go through it a million times more. You know what I mean? Like, you can pay people who do stuff like that, maybe like 2 times as much or 3 times, but that's like really as far as it should go. Because then when people have so much money, people have to like make up things for them to buy. You know what I mean? Like wines that cost $85 million. Which is really all you're doing is you're just trading this money around in this group of people. And so all the funds are just like spent on these, like, I can't even say the word. Like, I want to say, how do I say this word? Like, eccentricities. What am I trying to say? Eccentricities? Help. How do you pronounce that word? Does anyone know what word I'm trying to say? Yes, how do I pronounce that? Eccentricities. Oh, it's X. X.com. I'm stupid, I apologize. But yeah, nothing should really cost such an exorbitant amount, in my opinion. That's why we have so many luxury things, to justify some of these people earning this amount of money. Okay. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, refill my water, and put some eye drops in. So give me like 2 minutes. Yeah, that's yeah. It's hard. I wonder if the world could work if people didn't suffer to some extent. It's hard. Thanks for the gift sub, Jax. Appreciate it. I drop. Nothing happened, Dracosa, or you wouldn't be saying it. I know you. You're a man of reassurance and nothing more. Okay. You think they should continue to produce pennies? I don't know. Yeah, I guess there wouldn't be much of a point. I don't think it's hard to make everything, you know, only in values of 5. You know, like we could probably move to nickels by now, like only. Yeah, I guess there's not really a point in it. Hey, my water's not next to me. That means I have to go out and get it right now. I'm a genius. I wish we could, like, reset inflation or something, but that's not possible because this isn't a video game. So... like, new currency we're starting over. That sounds insane. The US would never, ever let that happen. Like, if a president tried hard enough to get that to happen, the CIA would take him out. Like, I don't think that would... Like, that's on the list of... not happening. Prestiging our currency. That's gotta be scary though. Like, if you're someone that's really fighting for like real change, you gotta be wondering, like, because the US government might legitimately try to stop you. And it's a thing that people who do absolutely nothing worry about, but like, for the people who are actually trying to upset the status quo in a major way, that's scary. Like, that is legitimately scary. I think if I had that much money, I'd do like the reverse of those like insane money laundering schemes they try to like hide from the FBI. I'd do like a money, like, I would try to like get my money to like people who need it without it being noticeable or something. But I don't know how that system would get set up. Money and food. It's probably really hard if it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, you need like a silent charity. And it's important, it'd be important for the people that are actually benefiting from it to not know who's responsible or how. Because, and then they can't, like, if they get arrested or something, they're not going to spill the beans if they don't know the beans. That does sound like a movie that has already been made, but it definitely hasn't. Isn't The Wolf on Wall Street like 10 out of 10 on IMDb or something stupid? Are you able to get away with money to anyone you can? Well, kind of. It's complicated. People have gotten tickets for stuff like feeding food that they were supposed to throw away to homeless people, or just feeding people in general. People have gotten tickets for it for causing like a public disturbance. The highest rated movie ever is a 9.3? Damn, they're critics over there. I was gonna say, because like, for as much as I enjoyed The Wolf on Wall Street, I wouldn't call it like the best movie ever or anything in terms of like... Because it's really rather substanceless. But it's damn fun to watch, I'll tell you that much. Yeah. No, the government does not want you to do that. Someone said something I want to respond to. Am I stupid? Where'd it go? Can't find it. LOL. That's pretty sad. That doesn't sound like a very fun dream. I'm sorry about that. That was a burp. Oh, someone asked me what my favorite movie was. There it is. So hard to answer that. It's not like TV shows where I can just be like, oh, Breaking Bad, easy. You know what I mean? This is something, yeah, there's no, like, there's nothing like that for movies. I've not seen Better Call Saul yet. My favorite Marvel movie is Doctor Strange, I can tell you that much, but it's definitely not my favorite movie. Doctor Strange would actually be so much higher on my favorite movie list if it didn't like do the thing where it does like random quote-unquote comedy bits that are not funny, like during a serious moment. Other than that, it's fantastic. Like, seriously fantastic. Like, way better than any other Marvel movie is. It's just jarring when, like, something really cool happens and they do, like, a really unfunny joke. But other than that, banger movie. the spike jutting out killed me. And Slazzy, thank you for the sub. Whiplash is fire. Metal music is also fire. The thing about Good Will Hunting is really good. Music teacher hated Whiplash because it's not a good movie for musicians respected. Ah, well that's the beauty in it because I'm not a musician, so I thought it was awesome. Yeah, I could see Good Will Hunting being in my top like 5 at least. Yeah, no, I don't even watch Marvel movies anymore. They kind of suck. I stopped after, like, whatever. Watch Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is, like... I don't know how to describe it. It was a lot different the second time I watched it. Because the whole thing is, like... It's sort of, like, almost a journey through, like, psychedelic ego death and, like, the mental behind it if it was, like, a 2-hour movie. It's actually... In that aspect, it's really stupid good. If it just cut out the random jokes, it'd be up there. Yeah, it's so good. Okay, but do you know how much money Endgame probably made? They weren't gonna stop after that. They just were not. Now I think they're starting to make it up. I mean, you guys start listing some movies. I'll see if one of your guys' favorite movies is my favorite movie. Because I don't remember names. I can't remember names like that. Like, for example, I probably listened to like over 1,000 songs, but I can't tell you many of them by name. Oh, Holes is so stupid good. That might be my favorite, but Holes is so good. I've never watched Interstellar. I probably like it a lot. Watch Holes if you guys haven't seen it. It's so good. Better be damn good. 2001: A Space Odyssey is also stupid good. Uncle Avenger, thank you for the 2 gifted. Appreciate it. Thank you. Much appreciated, my man. Yeah, it might be Holes. You know what else is actually so good? Tenet. Oh my god. I forgot about Tenet. Tenet is so good. I watched Inception not the other day. It was pretty recently, but like Tenet is way better than Inception. Tenet is like a better Inception, really. Tenet is so good. I haven't thought about that movie in a hot minute. Inception's so much better than Tenet? That is just not true. Planet is like literally one of the only movies I've ever watched that genuinely like had me struggling to keep up with it ever. It was such a great feeling. I love being confused. I really do. The Lorax is a pretty good movie, actually. Oh my god, what is that one movie? The Princess Bride has got to be in my top 5 favorite movies ever. Actually, that movie is fire. Best Disney movie? I can't remember Disney movies by, like, I don't know. I don't remember what are your guys' favorite Disney movies? This is how I'm doing it. You guys are like, you guys, Denos, ha ha ha! Denos, every time I die, I want you to punch yourself in the face. 1. WALL-E. Oh, it's WALL-E. WALL-E. That's easy. That's easy. There's no way Disney made a better movie than WALL-E. There's actually 0% chance they made a better movie than WALL-E. Really orange, thank you for the gift sub. Zootopia's not WALL-E level. It's pretty good. I'll admit it. Zootopia's pretty good. But it's not WALL-E. The first Incredibles movie, though? The first Incredibles movie is actually so... I don't know. That one's actually, like... It was so ahead of its time, too. The first Incredibles movie. Big Hero 6 was really good. Rado 2 was really good. They made some good movies, damn. I didn't think they made so many good movies. WALL-E still wins, though. This little competition we're holding here. I forgot Disney doesn't always make stuff that I hate. Although, once again, it seems like their best work was in the early 2000s to me. Just like everything ever. Nintendo, for instance. Inside Out. Inside Out's... It's not there. It's not like that level of everything else I said, but it's pretty good. I like the concept a lot. Yeah, WALL-E's got that like added like social commentary, which is like cool. I like that. Cars 2 is a weird movie. It's a weird movie. I remember seeing like little bits of it on like a TV screen and like I was in the ER and like I was really sick and I was like fading in and out, and whenever I would appear again, like matey, whatever his name is, would be doing something on the screen that he should not be doing, and I was like, what is, I don't understand, and then I'd disappear again and it was like a whole thing. Mater, that's his name. It was weird. BQ 6 was not terrible. Yeah, Cars 2 is not, I don't remember if, from what I saw, it was like nonsense. But I was not conscious for a good chunk of it, or at least not in the way where I remember. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I was conscious, but it didn't download it. Because you can be conscious without remembering. And then when you look back on it, it just felt like you were blacked out, but you weren't. That could be true too. Yeah, Disney's got some good stuff. The first Frozen movie was actually pretty good, admittedly. It was pretty good. I'm sure we all had to watch it like 85 million times in various different settings, but it was pretty good. The villains sucked, though. But I like the theming. Twist villains are usually not very good. Because usually like the twist villain, it's like an hour and a half movie. You can't really build them up that much. And Frozen didn't even try. At least Big Hero 6 tried a little bit more. Like, but even that, I didn't like that twist villain all that much either. Twist villains are usually pretty bad. Like, has anyone ever actually been, like, genuinely surprised at a twist villain? Like, that's an actual question. And if so, what? Such a dumb way to die, bro. Yeah, maybe Coco. That was actually pretty good. That was actually a really good movie. But yeah, I guess that's about as good as you're gonna get. And the thing with the twist villain is I don't feel like it's ever gonna really surprise me. Because it's not like I've known these people for years, you know? They're just people, they're just like, they're characters I will see on a screen for 2 hours max. And that's all the time you're gonna get. Princess Mononoke is stupid good, actually. But like, I mean, Spirited Away is awesome. Really good. I don't feel like comparing them. I don't know. They're on the same tier to me. I do really like Princess Mononoke though. Watch this. Wait, where is it? Is it? I don't think it's in frame. Check it out. I got this in Japan. It's a Korok. From the Princess Mononoke. Although, obviously from other stuff too, but this is specifically the... I got this guy. I went to the Studio Ghibli Museum. I got that guy. Moana's not that good? Now that's not true, actually. I actually thought Moana was stupid good. You guys are just wrong. You guys are just wrong. Moana's like stupid good. I'm not gonna tolerate that one. That one's actually so good. At least from like a point of like cultural representation and the visuals used for it, it's in a league of its own. Like I can understand maybe you don't like the story that much or whatever, but like in terms of like cultural representation, that sort of stuff, league of its own. Nothing else comes close. Yeah, that take is shut down. Refuse to accept that one. Yeah. I think it's the last like really good movie they made. Kung Fu Panda trilogy that's DreamWorks, but it's so good. I rewatched the first movie on the plane, and I was like, oh yeah, this is really that good, isn't it? Yeah. Moana's a great plane movie, actually. What did I watch? I watched. Oh, right. I was on that plane for 13 hours, y'all. I was on that plane for 13 hours. And the worst part is I was not sleeping. Like, there was no... Actually, hold on a second real quick. Let me get out paint. I need to show you a visual. Let's see. Okay, so imagine, so you got, these are going to be seats, okay? These are seats. I can't really draw them super well. These are seats. There's the row here. Okay, and it's like 3 dots. Okay, so I am sitting here. Okay, I'll make this red. This is where I was sitting, and what was going on? So I was there for 13 hours. Okay, there was a crying baby here. There was a crying baby here, and there was a crying baby right here. So there's like a triangle here, and I'm right there for 13 hours. That's where I am, in the crying baby isosceles triangle, and I'm right at the tip right there, right next to one. Forever. It lasted forever. Yeah, not fun. Really not a good time. It's not ideal. I was just like, oh my god. I watched Kung Fu Panda 1, and I was gonna watch the trilogy, but they didn't have the rest. So I watched Ocean's 11, and then Ocean's 12, and then Ocean's 13. I watched all of them. So that took a long time. I've only seen the first Fast and Furious movie, and that was pretty good. And then that's all I've seen of it, though. So I remember, you remember that one time on Twitter when it was like, show your favorite Fast and Furious clip, and there was one there where they're like driving a car out of an airplane that was in space, and I was like, what happened to get to that point from what I saw in the first movie? Like, what could have possibly went down there? So I assume they're just completely absurd. Family happened. Yeah, the babies can swim over the Pacific. I'm not trying to be next to one for 13 hours. I watched the first SpongeBob movie, and I haven't seen like any SpongeBob because my parents didn't let me watch it. But I've now seen the first SpongeBob movie because I was on Twitter one day and someone just posted the entire movie, and I was like, oh, that's funny. And then I just sat there and watched the whole thing for some reason. I don't know why. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And then I just watched the whole thing right there. So I've seen that now. So if you're wondering if anyone has ever watched an entire movie through one of those Twitter videos, yes, and it's me. I wonder if there was some, like, study done to prove that SpongeBob made you dumber or something, because my parents would never let me touch that. At least from the first movie, it seemed really good, you know? I don't know how it make you dumber. It's not Uncle Grandpa, you know? Nothing is as it was. I'm telling you. The art style that I like peaked in the early 2000s, and it's not only because that's when I grew up. Like, art styles now stopped evolving for a lot of things. For video games, everything looks the same. For, you know, movies, everything looks the same. You know, you got stuff like that. For, like, cartoons and stuff, everything looks the same. You know what I mean? And, like, regardless of when I grew up, it just wasn't like that before. A lot of companies' best work were in that one period where they gained a lot more control over what they could do visually, but not so much that they felt the need to make a visual masterpiece or whatever every time, which is why you got, you know, games that may be a little grainy, but they try different things, you know what I mean? No one, yeah, it's all the same. Oh yeah, I watched the hell out of Gumball. Gumball is great. Gumball is fantastic. There were some episodes of Gravity Falls. That's a whole different. I mean, Gravity Falls is the GOAT, but Gravity Falls I would still watch now. Like, as a fully fledged, almost 21-year-old adult, I would rewatch it right now. It's Gravity Falls. Best time ever. Yeah, Gravity Falls is for every age. What's so good about it? I don't know how to describe. It's like, the best way to describe Gravity Falls is like they convinced a bunch of like American citizens to watch a really good anime. Like a really stupid good anime, and they convinced everyone to watch it somehow. It just doesn't quite look like one, but it pretty much is one. Its writing is stupid also, yeah. You have Mori characters keep appearing in your dream. What's that about? Huh? What? I'll call, I think, with the sub. Nice. Welcome back. It's almost like one character. Yeah, literally it's an anime reskinned to a Disney cartoon. Like, literally, that is literally all it is. I don't think I've ever had an Amori character appear in my dream, because my dreams are all three-dimensional. And they only exist in my head in 2 dimensions, so they don't appear. Yeah, Phineas and Ferb is arguably my GOAT as well. It made me. Like, it actually made me. Like, Phineas and Ferb completely changed me forever, I think, probably. I would actually probably be an entirely different person if I didn't grow up watching Phineas and Ferb. I'm not even joking. Maybe some of the funniest jokes I've ever seen in my life still probably exist in that show. And Dr. Doofenshmirtz is maybe the single funniest character in anything ever. Yeah, I don't know, the writing was just so good. Yeah, no, it's the way they make the shenanigans disappear is always funny. Yeah. It's just like regular show's another fantastic show. It's like that in the same way where you know it's gonna have a conclusion that's like everything is fine in the end, but you don't know how it gets there ever, and that's why it's so fun to watch. Like, you know it has to get normal at some point, but everything just keeps getting more and more bizarre, and you're like, how in the world does this get wrapped up, you know? Yeah, that's the one thing, like, if it was a real show, like, Candace would have been prescribed, like, psychotics, like, way before the show even started. Like, there's no way. There's no way. What would you do as a parent? You're consistently getting calls about contraptions that are never there when you get home. There's only one explanation: psych ward. Sorry, that didn't like that one at all. Really didn't like that one. That one did not sit right. I feel like I actually just got like emotionally punched in the face right there. That one's bad one. That's a bad one. The problem is, like, I'm not nervous. If I was nervous, like, I need to care more about this, because if I care more about it, then I'd probably get further. I don't care enough. You know what I mean? Because, like, if you care a little bit, you're focusing harder. Like, at a level you can't get to if you don't care. Steven Universe, I watched the first season. I thought it was pretty good, and then it just got too much for me. And I was like, I don't have time to follow this. I'm 12. Now, Steven Universe is another anime that's been reskinned, but it's, like, not a really good one. It's just one of those ones, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how else to describe it. Like Hunter x Hunter if it was bad. Hunter x Hunter is so peak. You're right. I've watched it twice, which says a lot considering how long it is. Cool. I still can't believe. Yeah, the only anime Dennis has ever seen is Hunter x Hunter. That's it. That is literally the only one. Which is not a super common thing to happen to a person. And then it was too confusing for you to follow. Really? I felt like it was pretty straightforward. They spent a whole long time on that, explaining that whole topic. I feel like. Why do I like Dedos so much? Dedos embodies something I can't describe. Maybe he's the freest of us all. I'm not sure. I don't even know how to put it into words. He might be the freest soul to walk this planet. And I think that's worth something. Cartoon Network, for sure. Before it became Teen Titans Go Spam. Yeah, that's the thing. He just does what he wants. That's really respectable. Not everyone can do what they want. Or they feel like they have to do this for someone else's sake or this or whatever. And, you know. Yeah, Cartoon Network's not what it was. Not what it was. Yeah, and that's exactly, I do, Deados, and that's half the point right there. I can't describe this. I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we grew up at a great time for cartoons. Look, here's the thing about Teen Titans Go. Okay, no one is saying it doesn't have good episodes, because there were good episodes, right? But then it would have those episodes, and then you'd be like, I regret turning this on the TV. And if you have to play Russian roulette, you know, with the only thing that's on, it's not very fun. Because there are some episodes that are bad. But the funny episodes were usually pretty funny. Over the Garden Wall is really good. Yeah, no, sometimes they will do, like, insane bits. They did, like, I remember they did an episode, literally in the entire episode was just, like, how, like, buying, like, property works and using it for, like, retail purposes. And that was the episode. That was really good. But, like, they don't do that every time. Like, just the conceptually that bit in its entirety is really good. Yeah, the equity episode. That was one of my favorite episodes. That was really good. Oh my god, that episode is so bad. That episode is so bad. I would literally change the channel whenever it came on. That would make me, like, uncomfortable. It was actually Russian roulette. Made worse by the fact there's, like, nothing on any other channel ever. No, not the original Teen Titans. That's a whole different story. That's way better. My opinion on the dude going for Final Goodbye Platinum is their Parrot Dash, and they'll do it. Trust me, they'll do it. If it was just like some guy, then I would say they're probably crazy, but it's Parrot Dash. Parrot Dash is gonna do it. I never watched the anime for Pokemon XY. I thought the games were kind of stupid, unfortunately. But isn't Gen 6 Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire? Because that's not stupid. Wait, is that 7? Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire is great. It's one of my favorite games ever, actually. It is actually so good. Like, it's so peak. Especially with, like, when you use Fly with Latios and you can just, like, fly around and, like, pick where you want to land. Like, that, like, details like that are so good. Like, not going crazy with so many new features that it's overwhelming, but it's just, like, what it does. So good. I literally played Sun and Moon, and then I got bored. I didn't like it. Like, I played it to, like, the end of the story, and then, I don't know. I just wasn't with it the same way I wanted to be. And I usually don't buy new Pokemon games now. But I still sometimes open Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire just to do things in it. Honestly, I do. I really like it. It's a comfortable world for me in my brain. My brain really likes how it looks and how it feels and everything. Also, shiny hunting in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire is like the best of any game, I think. The amount of you had training with the radar, which was super fun. You know, you didn't have the thing you get in XY and Black and White, the whatever, and that's I feel like it's kind of too easy. Chain fishing is the easy one in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. You got the radar, you got horde hunting, which is, you know, I like that one. You got, you know, your soft resets and stuff like that. It was just a fun game to get the shinies, and then I really like how the shinies look in Oris. Yeah, which games got hard again? Even Odyssey doesn't have anything that difficult, and that's also 5 years ago. Games went hella baby mode on us. In order to play a hard game, you have to, you know, play from some indie. I don't think we're ever going to get another Celeste. Celeste was the last one, you know? Last game like that. Where it's, like, broken in a way that they know that it's going to get more and more broken, but they did it on purpose. Like, I don't think people are going to make games like that again. You have to do insane things in Pokemon to make it hard. There's a reason I, like, exclusively play hard games. It's just what motivates me. It gets me going, you know? Motivates me in the right way. Well, it's like, Celeste, like, they broke it on purpose. Like, there's a reason that there's no cap on your downright momentum, for instance. Like, how you can, like, spam ultras and chain them forever. That was completely on purpose. Like, they made momentum in a way where they knew that there was going to be, like, a bunch of speed tech. I can't play FNAF. It's not even like, here's the thing, it's like, I can handle being jumped, like, nothing's gonna happen to me, you know? But when I say I can't handle it, I mostly mean it's not fun. Like, I don't like getting jump scared. I don't get enjoyment out of being scared. I know some people do, you know, some people really like being scared. But it doesn't hit my brain in that way. I like thrill, like going on roller coasters and stuff like that. But thrill is different from scared. Even if they both create adrenaline. Because then if I wanted to play the real Edge of Destiny, I'd have to like, I want to be able to like hop back in and practice whenever I want. And I think it is list acceptable. And if it's not, oh well. GD is way harder than Celeste in terms of like, Celeste is a really easy game actually in terms of how like difficult the inputs are. Well, not inputs, like how like the hitboxes are super nice and most timings have a lot of frames of possibility just based off how they work. Obviously it can be made really hard, but if we're talking like just the game itself, like the mechanics, how hard is it to get good at it, like GD's way harder. It's way more precise at the very least. But then yeah, it doesn't hold a candle. Like this game's way easier than like I Want to Be the Guy fan games, for instance. The hitboxes are way more strict. Yeah, it can be pushed really far. Yeah. Well, Osu's pretty linear, actually, in that way. Osu and GD are more similar than a lot of people will admit. Considering it's also comprised of courses and the inputs themselves are not complicated. Did Doggy actually do it? Yes! This is great. This is great. I've always loved that level. I don't have time to beat it, but I'll probably do a video with it. Because it looks sick. I don't think Hollow Knight would be up there. Maybe, I don't know. It just doesn't. If we're talking like hardest video game things ever, I agree that Trials of Death would have to be the hardest though. For sure. I don't think there's a single thing anyone's ever done in a video game that is harder than Trials of Death. Skelly Davis is my favorite, but I don't think it's ever coming out. Let's be real. Oh, Doggy didn't beat it? Oh, I got baited. I wanted to believe it really badly. GG, you got me. Waterburn Mountain might be one of the hardest things done in a game. I said I already have a verification after this, and it's not that. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I completed P-Break back in 2015. I found the screenshot on my phone, and I was like, oh my god. That was a nostalgic thing to find. What else is one of the hardest things done in a game? Well, are we talking about speedruns? Because you can maybe even argue that the 120 record in Mario 64 is even harder than Trials of Death, maybe. Like, that might be. I don't know enough about it. The competition level, because the thing with Trials of Death is stupid hard, right? Obviously, but it was only him, and with something like the Super Mario 64 120, that's been pushed for, it is the speedrun. It is the speedrun. You know, and it's been pushed by so many people. They're hard in different ways, but in this, we're talking like, they are, but we're talking about like a general, like, hardest video game thing ever. That's true. There's no win condition in a speedrun, so it's hard to include it. Yeah, the 16 star by the green Suigi guy or whatever his name is like skill level maximum infinity. Yeah, but Reserve Flare's not going to be beaten. It just won't. So, okay, let's not include speedruns there. They have to be like a set thing that you accomplished, as opposed to like a speedrun. It's weird that you can't count Osu, despite how impressive they are. Usually the stuff that gets done, it just happens due to the sheer skill that you have, and it's like a sight read. Like some of the best like Mania scores ever just like happened, you know? They weren't something you grinded for a very long time, just because of the nature of the game. Same thing with Osu. Really? What the hell? It was so good. Who did it? Oh, Intel. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I don't think Intel and Install have like note speed that I don't think anyone else can really match. Note speed 1 billion, actually. Like, they move so fast. Do I not like it standard? I just don't play it. I like it. I think if we were making a list of like the top 5 hardest video game accomplishments ever, I think most of them would be stuff that I don't know about that happened in an I Want to Be the Guy fan game, probably. Like, if I'm being honest. It's almost definitely mostly comprised of stuff that happened in those games. Water Bear Mountain might be there. I love bullet hells. I'm like, it's like the only thing in the entire world that I'm like actually naturally gifted at, and I still don't play it. I probably should do it. I played Gungeon, actually, on stream before. And just Streets and Beats. Yeah, those games are both really good. I just don't know what bullet hells I play. That's the thing there. Nah, I'm in my own place now. Moved out of Rochester like a year ago. Minecraft parkour might have a top 5, actually. There's like courses, if anyone knows what like Linkcraft is. I don't think anything in there would qualify, but like there are actually, maybe there are courses that you like can't fall on and stuff like that, and some of them get like stupid hard. I would not be, and like there's a community that's been pushing it for years, so I would not be surprised if one of those courses would be in a top 5. I don't think a Celeste map completion could be a top like in that level. I think it has to be long enough that you have to gain some level of consistency, or you can just brute force it forever until it works. You know what I mean? Even if it takes forever, it's still, you were never in doubt that you couldn't do it. You know what I mean? You didn't have to gain the level of consistency. Yeah, it's easier. I want to be the guy needle, but you can't, because of subpixels, you can't actually predict what's going to happen, so it kind of sucks. $90 would be the hardest, I think. And maybe, yeah, I don't know. If you did 90, it might even be harder than Trials of Death. Like, it's so much. It's so much. That's why I was eyeing it. I wanted that, but I don't do well with competition or doing, because like I play so many different things. I don't know. I don't want to feel pressured, which kind of sucks because I did have the world record run at 90 for a while. Yeah, my hardest goal is probably 60, which isn't like that hard. I could do more. I got the flag 14 on 70. I literally only stopped because I was starting to grind out 90. Like, I'm way better than... Way better than I was. I literally have so many hours. I probably have like 500 hours in 90. Like, I'm not kidding, guys. I put in so much time into that. I am way better at Celeste than I was when I golden 60. So, I hope at least... that effort will go towards something. But I haven't gotten very good at like collab style gameplay, but I could almost definitely do Waterbear Mountain. Like, I could. I was actually super good at Celeste. And like stuff like that. Because here's the thing about Celeste. So the reason I kind of suck at every game to some extent is because I have really bad motor skills, and when it comes to some of these more precise inputs, I kind of lose control very easily. That's why Oblivion took me forever, because it was basically like, can you get all these inputs in a row without, you know, your brain glitching, basically. But the thing with Celeste is no input is really that precise. It's just about consistency and mental, which are both things that I'm very good at. Which is why I'm actually good at Celeste, as opposed to every other game where I kind of suck at it, even though I'm at a decent level. Also, there wasn't a lot of visual issues either. That is just, that literally, if you think Celeste is any other platformer, you have not played it enough, or you're just baiting. Like, actually, I'm not kidding. That's not an opinion I'm willing to argue about. Like, I literally will not entertain that one. Like, I'm usually a pretty, like, yeah, I have your own opinion. No. It is the GOAT platformer for a reason. See, like, I would be bad at speedruns of Celeste, actually. Because that requires more precision. Yeah, going fast, my mental's not built for speed, it's built for endurance. That's why I don't do speedruns. I'm not built to go fast, I'm built to withstand infinite amount of mental whatever until I get to the end, even if it takes me forever. That is what I was meant to do. Yeah. Yeah, you can't convince my chat that Celeste is mid. The average hours of Celeste played across like the entire chat is probably like 4. Like across all chat members. Like it's probably legitimately like 4. Like you're not gonna do that. Probably like higher than like the national average by like 5,000 times. Is Celeste worth playing? Asking my chat if Celeste is worth playing is like asking like a group of mice if they want a block of cheese. Of course they want. Like, yes, it is. Just play the game. We need you to do it. We're one. I would also like a block of cheese though. Hello, Eats. Swiss cheese is my favorite cheese. I've said this many streams, probably more than double-digit amount of streams I've talked about Swiss cheese, but I am passionate about it, yeah. I'll admit it. Okay. This has been fun, but my eyes are just, it's too late. My eyes have given out. I need to not be playing GD so late, you know? It's not a good idea, usually. If I'm waking up, because I'm still waking up at like 11, which is kind of the golden spot for me. It won't stay there. But, like, after about, like 10 to, like, 12 hours after waking up, my vision goes fail mode. But you know what? For first day with the 502, that wasn't so bad. That really wasn't that bad. Like, really. Thank you for your patience with me. I'm sorry I suck ass. You know, hey, I will get it done eventually, so. I will raid someone now. It's gonna be really good. Bum, 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 bum. A lot of Spanish players today for some reason. The Spanish Twitch community is doing a lot better, I think, than the English one. Have you guys noticed that? They're actually doing super well for themselves. So at least something's going right. The GD streaming community is kind of, it's like 5 people. Like realistically, it's like 5 of us. It kind of sucks. It was more alive once, but not so much anymore. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care and have a good night.